What's up and good morning guys, how are you? Alex here from Hoppos with another video for you guys. As you can see, I'm on the road right now. Got to the shop this morning, took in a car, then I realized I forgot to go pick up parts. I was supposed to go get out of my way to work. Didn't happen, I forgot. It's Monday, what can you say? But in other words, I'm actually on my way to go pick up those parts right now. But yeah, so pretty much, actually, and for those of you guys that are always concerned about my safety, thank you guys. I do got my seatbelt on today. I eliminated that Bluetooth seatbelt and went with that OG factory look. You know what I'm saying? So, just had a few visitors coming from Florida today. Richie, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys stopping in. It was a pleasure. Oh God, we're getting to the little sketchy part of the 15 right now. This was like super tight. Okay, we're clear. But yeah, I'll be taking you guys in along with us today. We'll be fixing, I got an 01 town car in here. He came in originally to swap out some coils and do some cylinder repair. But with further inspection, actually with him just driving up in it, making noise, we realized his front A-arm was broke and we needed to replace that. Oh God, sketchy section of the freeway. Give me 1 second, guys. Guys, we're out of that sketchy section. I don't know if you guys know what I mean by the sketchy section. It's when like that barrier, that K-rails like literally right touching the lane, and you have like no room to sneeze and absolutely do any type of little like swerve. And my truck's running 40s on it, and I'm like, I don't know, 7 feet 8 inches wide, and these lanes are like only 8 feet wide. I feel like they're like less than that, but they're right around there. So I literally have like 1 inch and a half on each side. So I'm like, always have to be like, you know, staying right in between the lane. But yeah, we're out of that section now. I freaking hate I can't stand driving in those lanes. I always avoid them. That, and I also don't want to hit my tire on the K-rail. A little too expensive. But switch over here. So we're on my way to pick up those parts, and I got that 01 town car in, and like I was saying, those arms that he had, they were literally cracked. His spoons were bent. Ball joints were like at a 90-degree angle, literally like a 90-degree angle, no bullshit on that part. But yeah, so we're gonna be replacing all that, so I'll be taking you guys along that, and I'll show you guys what's up. So guys, here's the Lincoln right here. We want to show you guys, I don't know if you can see a little kink in that spoon. This is why you don't want to run the 5/8 spoons. So we're gonna be eliminating these spoons, the thin ones, which always tend to bend like this. It's very common to see. So we're gonna be replacing that. Plus on top of that, his arm's slightly bent, so we're gonna be replacing those arms out. The arms did show up. So you got 2 sets of arms here, got the ball joints, got the spoons just be painted up. And on this side we're working on getting everything apart, which Vic's already been working on it. Most of it's already came apart. Then from there we'll just be putting it all back together and getting it back on the road. So this is the Lincoln we're working on. This is what you don't want. For you guys that spoons that look like this is 100% wrong. This is what they're supposed to look like. So if you see how thick those guys are, those are 3/4 inch spoons. These are 5/8. And the 5/8 ones are always 10, and they're notorious for breaking. A lot of companies do these because they're cheaper in material, so they can sell them cheaper. But in return, this is what you got. We'll be replacing out his arms and spoons, going in with our 3/4 inch dual adjustable spoons. And he was set at a 2-inch tuck, so we'll be putting them back at a 2-inch tuck. But this is what you don't want. This is junk. So get rid of those and move on and finish up this car. I'm taking it apart right now. The other side, first side's already taken apart, which when I got in the shop, Vic had already started working on it. So we're just getting everything painted up. We're gonna take out the stock ball joints right here, put the spoons on, go into a heavier duty Moog. So this side's pretty much all taken apart. He's on his last nut right now. We already pre-assembled this side. And as you can see, we're on the 2-inch adjustment. You have the option of 1-inch and 2-inch. He was already on a 2-inch, so we're gonna send him back at exactly at 2-inch. The only difference is we went with the heavier duty ball joint and we went with the thicker spoon, so he doesn't have that issue. Because if you guys look at it, that's not what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like that. So as you can tell, in the chrome, if you guys want to call this chrome, chrome-ish,
You can see the stress cracks going in the material right there, and that's just from stretching. So that's why we upgrade him to the 3/4. Again, these aren't ours. We only offer ours in a 3/4, not a 5/8 like this one. So ours automatically come for the Lincoln spoons, automatically come with a 3/4 inch spoon on there. That way it's stronger, stiffer. You don't have to worry about this kind of stuff going on. So he's working his way on this. He's almost done. I'm going to jump on the other side. We're going to assemble the other arm real quick. This is the passenger side, and you guys could tell by the curvature of this. I also marked it P for passenger. The other side is going to be marked driver, and we're going to be taking this one right apart right now and be doing that. So first side's done. Got the new arm on, new spoon on. I'm just going to do a little touch up. I had to kind of tap it in there. Then with the new bushings, they're real tight. Obviously you could tell on his old bushings, or a piece of his arm, they're already worn, they're shot. So I mean, it was about time for this to happen or be done. These are actually surprisingly in decent shape still. I mean, obviously they don't look like it, but as far as stiffness, they're actually pretty good. They're still hard to move, but obviously we're putting all brand new stuff in, so there's no sense of, saving a couple bucks and trying to put an old ball joint back in. So you got all new ball joints, all new nut, new cotter pins. Also, a lot of you guys have also commented before on why we run our nuts upwards, or our bolts upwards with the nut on top. And the reason we do that is it's easier for you to check and maintain the nuts on your suspension. That way you don't have to worry about looking from the bottom. A lot of times on the bottom it's harder to tell if they vibrated off or came off. When they're up on top, it's easier to tell because all the threads are going to be evenly set, and also you can see the lock washer and the nut still in place. So on stuff like this, a lot of times we use lock washers, sometimes we use the crushed nuts or a nylon nut. In this case, these ball joints came with the lock washers, so we just installed with the lock washers, nut side on top, the head of the bolt on the bottom. So that's the reason we do that. A lot of you guys have commented that we put the bolts on backwards. Conventionally, yeah, people are used to seeing the heads on the top and the nut on the bottom, but we flip it. That way it's easier to maintain and check on stuff to see if it's loosened up over time. Because obviously with hydraulics, you guys know stuff loosens up. So you want to make sure you're going through there and doing, I always say bi-weekly check. That way you can make sure everything's safe. So there we go. This side's all done. New bushings, new arm, new nuts and bolts, new ball joints, new spoon, new cotter pins. Double checked everything. Everything's been tightened. Obviously, he has a lot of wiring that's just kind of been hanging. We're going to kind of tuck that up right now. We just noticed it right now. A whole bunch of zip ties that looks like someone zip tied at one point. But we'll probably zip those back up for him. We're going to check his air pressure because it looks like he's wearing real hard on the side, possibly from three-wheeling. But we're going to check his air pressure. Also, some marks on the rim. So we're going to make sure that he's up on pressure all the way around. And Vic, how you doing, man? Oh, shit, Vic's not here. See, there's a zip tie. Guys, he got a blowout on the way over here, so don't judge him for this tire. He had a rough morning. He came in to do, what did he come in? I think he came in to do coil swap out and cylinder rebuild and fix his hoses. But when we looked at the car, we saw this, and it's crazy. I told him he was straight crazy for driving in like this, and how he didn't feel it. So of course we had to address the more serious stuff before anything, and we're working with this budget obviously. So we only did the A-arm swap out, the new ball joints and spoons. So Vic's double checking my work over here. I'm gonna go double check his work and make sure we're good. And if we're all good on both sides, then we'll move on to the next project today. All right, another one out. We're gonna move on to the next. Vic's gonna pull it up front. We're gonna park it up front, waiting for customer pickup. We're just gonna do a quick cleanup, pick up all the tools, sweep up real quick, get all this little debris out of here, and we're gonna move our way on to the next project. So we got a lot of cutting going on today. Don't even know who dropped off this rear end, but I got a freshly sandblasted rear end. Have no idea what we're doing to this yet, but I'm pretty sure there's an invoice up front, so I'll check that out. But we got a lot of cutting for some local shops out here, some little logo stuff, and shoot, wishbones, trailing arms, upper arms, lower arms. Got a lot going on today, so we'll kind of continue on this video. Talk to them. Tell them how you like to live life on the dangerous lane, because you like to chop saw with flammables right next to you. Time you live dangerously. Calling them out. Look at that. Thank you for being safe. OSHA approves. So right now we're getting some measurements, building some Cadillac lowers and uppers, adjustable, tubular. So those are in the works right now. Vic's gonna set up the CNC saw back here. And in the meantime, we're gonna set up the 4x4 plasma cam table. I got some material over here that just came in Friday. I gotta cut out a whole bunch of wishbones and axle wrap kits right now to ship out. So gotta get this up and we'll pretty much start cutting. Alright guys, so we got a Cadillac reinforcing kit up on the cutting board here. Get this all highlighted up. And cut. Now we got some brackets coming up for Corey Stokes, if I'm not mistaken. Talked to him on IG, so gonna get his brackets all made up right here. Click and cut. Gotta get them cut, cleaned up, then all tigged up together. Now as you can see, that was the 80s caddy arch. And then we got the other pieces cutting over here. So we literally jump around all day from order to order to order. Like literally within 10 minutes, I mean, we've probably touched 2 or 3 different orders. So that's what we're doing right now, knocking all these out. We got a lot of stuff going out on shipping today, so we gotta make sure we jump on it and stay in line with everything. And well guys, that pretty much wraps up today. We got a lot of jumping around. As you can see, we literally jump back and forth. Different projects come in throughout the day. And of course, we still try to filter in our normal stuff that we've been working on or that we're working on at that time. As you can see, we got the keys, gotta close up a few more doors here, double check everything, but yeah, I don't know, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock right now. I just finished up working on my personal. And well, I did some bushing swap out. I had about 25,000 miles on my bushings on this truck. Being that I daily it on this lift, it wore through them pretty quick, so I just replaced them out with some brand new bushings. Domestic Diesel, if you guys don't know who they are, if you guys got diesel trucks, out of Chino, they're not too far from us here. Go talk to them over there, real good guys. And they take care of us all here. And like I said, they got me the bushings real quick. And honestly, I've been lagging. I've had them underneath our desk for like a month and I just haven't put them in. Finally had the chance to put them in today, so that's what I did. And well, they're in. Track bar's adjusted, it's realigned. And now just pretty much time to go home, relax, shower up, eat some good dinner, and be back on the grind tomorrow. So you guys know the routine. If you guys don't subscribe, be sure to subscribe already. The little button on the bottom says subscribe, click it, it'll notify you when all the videos pop up. On top of that, we also just revamped the website. If you guys didn't see the video from last time I posted, we just revamped the website. It's a build your own kit. You guys are more than welcome to jump on that. And well, that pretty much sums up this video. So like, subscribe, share. Time to get out of here, time to go home. You guys have a great night. Thanks.